moćna krila, u plave visine sna. Hej vojnici, vazduhoplovci, čelična krila naše armije, smelo napred, uz komandanta, visina hvala, vi ste branitelji. Hej vojnici, vazduhoplovci, čelična krila naše armije, smelo napred, uz komandanta, visina hvala, vi ste branitelji.
Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at this cool little Yugoslav People's Army military NBC personal decontamination kit. So the Yugoslav People's Army, or the JNA, was around until 1990, and yeah, so NBC, that's nuclear, biological, and chemical. So they would have these out in case there was any chemical warfare, nuclear warfare, biological warfare. This was a good way to, on the front line, be able to have your troops decontaminate themselves, essentially, and stop these chemical weapons, just in case they ran into them. So this one, I believe, is from 1982. It's in Croatian, or Bosnian, I'm not sure, I think it's Croatian. I used Google Translate to figure out some of this, so I don't know everything exactly, but if you know, please comment below, let me know if I mistranslated it, because I probably did. So on the back here, it translated to, use as soon as possible, act fast. Which makes sense if you are hit with one of these weapons. Sorry for all the reflections, this is super shiny. This side is the list of ingredients of what's inside. So it's got powder for decontamination, let's see, absorbent paper, strip, surette, sodium bicarbonate, antidote for irritants, paper tissue, and swabs. It had a hard time. It translated this a couple of different ways. Then on this side, it seems like it says, attention, decontamination powder damages the mucus of the eyes and respiratory organs when working with explosion protection for decontamination, something like that. All right, then this front part, this yellow part, is the manual. So 1, decontaminate face liquid agent from the face. Again, the translation's not great. Apply immediately, do not rub with a paper towel, pour the spray on a cotton tampon, spray with this tampon, wipe your face with new tampon, remove the spray, put on the protective mask. Attention, and then I'm not sure, something must not get into the something. So it's, you know, instructions. Do not rub with absorbent paper, repeat the procedure 3 times, always with, it says newspaper, but I don't think that's right. Wash the contaminated spot well after 30 seconds with a tampon and remove the spray, then spray well again, put on the protection, maybe the protective mask or something like that. It uses the word tampon a lot. It just means cotton, like cotton absorbent in this use. This one's cool. Injection of antidote after each decontamination antidote. Surette. It's instructions about the surettes, which are really cool. We'll take a closer look at those. Inject the antidote when signs of poisoning are observed. Instructions on vial. And it says something else, but it didn't pick it up. Antidote against irritants. Inhale fumes from ampule until termination of visual destruction or disruption. Instructions on the vial. And then decontaminate. That one's rough. With rinse with soda solution, the bicarbonate, see instructions on vial. Well, we'll take a look and it'll make kind of more sense when you see what's inside. I got it from somebody who was living in Sarajevo, which is super cool. So you pop this open, and this is what you get. Pull this, oh, maybe, and the whole thing slides out. So that's super cool. So we've got this, which is paper tape, it says, roughly. 2 of these vials. This much bigger vial. And then these are all the cotton absorbent things. So we'll start here because, I mean, they're cotton. Basically, bigger cotton balls. And it looks like you get 4 of them. That's good. So this one, it's got the paper around here, and then I opened it. It's a white powder, but I don't know what the chemical is, like what the actual powder is, and I thought I could just slide off this paper to see if there's anything written on the bottle. But I really don't want to, break this up. So this is the decontamination powder. Generic, but this is what you would dissolve and, follow the instructions on the front. So we're going to start with this blue-capped one. This one, it says, antidote against irritants. Simple enough. Right here it says, for alleviating difficulties and disturbances caused by poisons of the type, and then it says the type, but I'm not sure what the translation is. It says, according to Google, Translate, it says, caused by poisons of the type of cow irritants. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means like a cholinergic, like a nerve gas or a nerve agent. Those are usually cholinergics. They make you ooze and goo and everything, and they're super fun. And it says, using, or something like that. Break and crush the twisted part of the ampule with gauze. Turn the ampule with the broken part down until the gauze is filled with liquid. Put the prepared ampule under the cheek of the protective mask until... And then I'm not sure what it says, but you break it, and then you inhale it. So, I don't know if there's... Oh, it is actually still in there. Okay. That's super cool. So you just break this, and then it would fill this, and then you would smell it, you'd inhale it. And it's got a little bit of... Yeah, it's still full, so you could break this. It's a little glass ampule. Alright, that's awesome. I didn't think there was anything in there. Next up, we've got this, which you might be able to translate sodium hydrocarbonate or just soda bicarbonate. So it's an alkalizing agent, baking soda. It can neutralize acids. It can be used in like nuclear events to kind of protect the kidneys if you're exposed to like uranium or things like that. Pretty useful medication. So this one says, it was hard to get it to translate under the letters, but decontamination of the eyes and mucous membranes of the mouth, throat, something like that. Using, dissolve the contents of the vial in a beaker or something in a container half filled with water and shake vigorously for 50 seconds to dissolve the powder. With the collected solution, wash the contaminated eyes, the mucous membranes of the mouth, throat, and nose. Rinse at least 10 times. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's powder in there. Sodium bicarbonate, so easy peasy. You dissolve it, use a rag or something, wash yourself through with it. Super useful in a kit like this. This little vial thing, this little plastic container is super cool. Antidotum prescription, or SIRET antidote, for providing first aid and self-help to persons injured by nerve paralytic and whatever that is, BOT. So maybe, I don't know what that means, but if anybody does, let me know. And this one's funny because it changed SIRET to cheese in the translation, but I know what a SIRET or a SIRET is, and I'll show you. But using, push the cover of the SIRET all the way towards the body of the SIRET while simultaneously turning it to the right and to the left. Pull the cover up, separate it from the body of the SIRET, and throw away. Press the body of the SIRET with your fingers until a drop of liquid appears. Just kind of going here. Drop of liquid appears on the tip of the needle. Keeping the pressure, stick the needle all the way through the pants into the thigh muscle and squeeze out the liquid by pressing on the body. Without letting go of the fingers, pull the needle out of the thigh. Remove... Oh, sorry, I wasn't rotating it. This is where it says, without letting go of the fingers, pull the needle out of the thigh. And it's like, note. Something like that. Remove the SIRET cover only before use. Do not touch the needle with your fingers. Also, 1982. So, pull the lid off. And it's got 2 of these little SIRETs in here, which are so cool. I'll take them out of the plastic. But, taking a look, this looks like atropine. Okay, it looks like both of them are atropine. Atropine's great. You can use them in nerve gas poisonings, basically any It's an anticholinergic, so any cholinergic type poisoning. So I'm just gonna pop that open so we could take a look. So basically the instructions here, it says atropine. It's a little syringe. So you've got a, let's see, you got a needle. You squeeze this until you see a little bit of fluid at the top of the needle there. And then you would just inject it right into the thigh, squeeze it all in, and then remove it, and then release the pressure. Hold on, there seems to be a needle inside that. I didn't even notice when I pulled this thing out. It's got a needle inside that you have to feed down this needle, and then it breaks a little membrane. So there you go. That's how that works. And now I gotta thread this needle back on. Okay, that's super cool. So you've got 2 of those, fantastic. And yeah, this is your little kit. You can decontaminate yourself pretty well. You can treat some pretty severe, like nerve gas poisonings, or maybe even some tear gas, or things that you may run into, you know? That was kind of the concept. This is in no way a like comprehensive kit. You'd need a hospital for comprehensive care, but it can definitely stave off a chemical or biological attack. And to a point, it can help with a nuclear attack. But yeah, I think this is super cool. I love these little kits that they used to have. I mean, I'm sure they still have them now, but they were so cool back in the day. And especially if one that still has the needles and things like that. Thanks for watching. I think this kit is super cool. If you have any ideas, any translations that you can do better than me, if you speak Croatian, you know, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to get a more accurate translation of this manual here. Thanks for being here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.